Denise and I met during pre-production, and I certainly thought she was beautiful. She was already a bit of a star, the lead singer of a female troupe called Vanity 6, and had a hit song called Nasty Girl. She had even dated Prince. Many women over the years have imitated Denise's attitude and mannerisms from the movie, and so she really made an impact, you know? He said that while we were in rehearsal, Denise and I went on a few dinner dates. We discussed her moving to New York, but I sensed that she was wrapped up in the fluff of Hollywood, which is the total opposite of her character.
Yeah.
She was an intelligent woman, unlike me. She knew her value as a commodity in the entertainment business, and she knew how to market her sex appeal. But she didn't really seem to understand her value as a person. She wasn't serious about acting. I felt that she enjoyed the job more for the glamour than the art. I felt she was a little too eager for stardom and needed to be more grounded. He was trying to get her to like go to acting class, and she was like, whatever, I want to live in Hollywood. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's interesting, though. The director said that the biggest problems he had was getting Taimak to perform. So, I mean, but she was 27. He was 19, right? So you're with this first-time actor. You've already seen fame. You've already probably, I mean, 27 in Hollywood years is old.
Yeah.
Not like, I'm not saying like in general, anybody on this planet, right? You see child actors when they're 27, they probably look 48. It's, if you've been working in the industry, you've probably been aged, you know, I know what it's like. So I don't know, maybe, you know, different ages, different types of lifestyles, I guess. He's a lot younger.
Yeah, totally, man. He says, I felt that she behaved like a prima donna, and I was just over it. I had no intention of being a puppy dog like the rest of the guys on set. We didn't communicate very well, and we barely even spoke to each other for the first week. When I got really annoyed with her, Barry or my acting coach would take me to the side and explain to me how to deal with the tense situation. The friction between us was over silly stuff. I wanted to stand up in the scene. She wanted me to sit down. Little things like that, you know? Denise and I continued to have a strained working relationship all the way up to our kissing scene. I decided I was going to set things straight when we kissed, and I put a lot of energy into the moment. It kind of cooled off after that. So
interesting.
He gives her a nice shout out. In the end, though, Denise's story is somewhat tragic. While I'm writing this book, she passed away at the young age of 57 from renal failure caused by years of drug use. She went through a lot of struggles in Hollywood, and the entertainment industry wasn't easy on her. However, she had the courage to be honest about her problems in life and shared them with the world so that she could ultimately live a life of service. Nobody's perfect. She did the best she could under the circumstances. She ended up being, born-again Christian.
Yeah, I got to tell you, man, the industry's tough. I mean, if you...
I believe it.
And, just getting that fame around those people, I've been on a lot of sets, and you can't really talk about them, but it's just the influences in your life. The people are always doting on you. I mean, you get a ride to your trailer, you get your food brought to you, you get this, that, and the other. It becomes a very different lifestyle, I would say. So if you're younger and by the time, she was young when she kicked off, just like anybody, it's just a tough industry. Yeah. So I'm glad you wrote that. That's cool that you came around.
It was really nice. It was really nice, But 10 years of crack cocaine and drug abuse ruined her kidneys. And so this is what led to her. She died of basically illegal drugs, and Prince died of legal drugs in the same year. But I'm not saying she's the greatest actress in the world. I'm not saying she's the greatest singer in the world. But when she's on the screen, you can't take your eyes off her. She's gorgeous. The smile is brilliant. You look like a master to me. Oh my God. Oh.
I mean, that's what, she nails those scenes. And, that's what the director wanted. He basically just said, Michael Schultz said he wanted to have two really good looking, people on screen together. He wanted to have two good looking people, good role models. And he's like, that's funny what you said about Vanity too. He's like, on a lot of the people on stage just they were fans.
The girl is hot. And apparently she was in a movie called Tanya's Island, which is basically just her walking around naked for a long portion of the film. It is only available on Amazon.
Jeez,
I am thinking about buying Amazon Prime.
He told some interesting stories, though. So they had 40 days to make this movie, and that's a pretty long shoot. That's not bad. I mean, the toughest part is, but they had to build a stage that wasn't a stage, and it was next to train tracks. So,
oh God.
Yeah. So the problem with retrofitting a stage is, and sorry if I'm being redundant out there to you, Norbert, or anybody else, but so when I first started in industry in Atlanta, we have Pinewood now. So when I went to Pinewood, you could be inside on the stage and a truck drives by, you don't hear it. It's just beautifully insulated, right?
Wow.
But when you are on other stages, right, you take abandoned warehouses, or you take half of a storage plant that isn't using that half anymore. The problem is, if you drop a wrench, you're going to hear it 100 yards away. If a truck starts outside, you're going to hear it. So there's a lot of problems inherent with just retrofitting a warehouse. Now it's cheaper than building like all hands on deck stage, like a beautiful stage, and that we have that here now, and that's why studios are coming. But yeah, so we had to talk about how there's noise all the time making it, but it was cheap. So it's like you can have it. What's this movie? There's One Cut of the Dead. He's like, I'm fast and I'm cheap. No, I'm fast, cheap, and good. I'm not like, you can have greatness. You can have speed and cheap, or you can be great and spend money and not be cheap. It was just a funny thing. But yeah, so he said that he talked about how they had problems with that. But he also talked about how, so New York is union, right? So in Georgia,
yeah,
unions are definitely moving in now, but it wasn't really like that. But on this shoot, he was like, yeah, we have black director, black producer, black stars. But he's like, the entire crew was white because of the unions. So it's like mom and pop. He's like, so I want to go back there and shoot a movie with more of a unique crew. But he was just laughing about it. He's like, you should see these guys, like the crew members on set on these days, with their cargo shorts, sitting around, just grumpy New Yorkers, union guys working on this film. He didn't seem to enjoy it.
Can we get this going over here? Yeah, I ordered a bagel last week over there.
He didn't seem to enjoy it too much. But but whenever people talk about crew members and like unions and people who are kind of brought in, mom and pop, father and son type stuff, I see it so clearly. It's just, I know, but I'm telling you, you should listen to the commentary. Schultz is so smart. He's so cool.
I'll check it out. I'll check it out.
Also, Singleton's, I don't know why I keep bringing up Too Fast, Too Furious, but I listened to John Singleton's commentary on Too Fast, Too Furious, and I love that. That dude's awesome. You watch Too Furious and you're like, Too Fast, Too Furious, listen to the commentary, like, this is the best movie ever made. And this guy.
Rest in peace. Singleton, he also left us early.
24 years old, got nominated for director, best director.
Yeah.
That's sick.
These movies were hardcore, man. Boys in the Hood and that.
Four Brothers.
What do you think about the music, though, man?
Because sorry, I keep going off on Too Fast, Too Furious. No, DeBarge. I love the DeBarge music video. I think DeBarge, he did a pretty good job lip syncing.
Oh yeah.
Very 80s, but he did a good job.
Family is from Michigan. They are basically the Michigan version of the Jackson family, but instead of the child abuse, the beatings from the father, they just ended up all on drugs.
Oh man.
Either selling drugs or using them, man. And DeBarge, he got caught up in some drugs, and the time, who's Johnny? She says, that's DeBarge also, man. He was just the go-to guy for a very brief amount of time to make a theme song for your movie.
Rhythm of the Night, though. Come on.
It was great.
Like, it was great. Diane Warren wrote it. Like, that's a... Yeah.
The girl who wrote the theme for Star Trek Enterprise wrote the... Gonna be to the rhythm of the...
And then, like, Dirty Boys. I mean, that's a hard...
Dirty Books.
Is that the name of the song, Dirty Boys?
Dirty Books.
Oh, Dirty Books?
The premise is she opens her husband's briefcase and finds porn in it.
Wait, that's the... Oh, wow. Okay.
So she's singing dirty books. I found them dirty. I found them. Now that I have seen them all, boom, boom. You want me to participate? Boo doo doo doo. It's a really subversive...
Gosh. You are right. Dirty Books. I thought she was singing Dirty Boys.
Body oil and roller skates. Bee-doo-doo-doo. It's a filthy song, man. For the time. Yeah. And it was a joke. And again, she's a Tony Award winner.
And she pulls it.
I was about to say. Commitment. Everyone is committed. So she pulls that off. That's her singing. That's actually her singing. No auto-tune or whatnot. As opposed to Seventh Heaven. The theme to Seventh Heaven. Vanity.
Yeah.
Whatever prototype auto-tune they had, it was all over that song. You can't understand a word she says.
No.
And she's just...
I got a Razzie Award. I don't know if you know that.
I thought it was just not.
Nominee. Last Dragon and Seventh Heaven were nominated.
That's too bad, man.
But then Rhythm of the Night was nominated for a Golden Globe.
Look, to me, it's all the same damn song.
I love that song, man. The Last Dragon. I dig it. It's fun.
You are Last Dragon.
That's good. It's an earworm.
It is. And it tells the plot of the story in the lyrics, not unlike a Will Smith song that would later just blow up and go platinum multi times. He's like, I can't teach you no more. That's
if anything becomes an earworm, it shouldn't be nominated for a Razzie. But Rhythm of the Night, Dirty Books, like that song is embarrassingly bad, but it's done incredibly well. Like that's it. You're watching that lady, and so she's, what's interesting about her, that character, she's really played like just a goof. But you watch that video and you're kind of thinking, she's not bad. She's not.
No, not at all. And then when they play the song where Eddie Arcadian and Rocco take over Seventh Heaven, when they play the song Fire, Fire, you realize it didn't take much to be a great 80s singer, because apparently that was a high quality song, and she's okay.
Oh, that lady. Yeah. No, that one had no personality.
Nah.
I can't even remember I've watched that movie a bunch of times in the last couple of weeks. I don't remember a single lyric from that song.
And that's the thing. That was put up as the opposite of Dirty Books. That was a quality song, Fire by Charlene. And I would rather listen to Dirty Books right now.
After all my research, I can't believe I missed out on Dirty Books. Ugh.
We love you. That's why Norbert is here to save you, man. This is what we do.
I messed up so many songs, though, man. Like, that, oh, what a night, late. I always used to sing Late September, but it's late December. I just mixed up so many songs. And, like, the 21st night of September, I messed that up. Like, I would say, like, the 25th night of, like, 25th night. Like, Mark, it's 21st night. Is it 21st night of September?
Listen, misinterpreted song lyrics, it is a thing, and this is the reason why so many people just get drunk and sing, so they don't have to worry about what they're saying.
Sweet Caroline.
Bop, bop, bop. That's not a lyric, but everyone says that.
That was in a 90s cover band, right?
No.
Yeah, so in college, our friends were in an 80s cover band. They were called Ray Gun. And we were like thinking, okay, well, we'll open up for them because it's that easy. So I compiled a ragtag crew, and we called ourselves Johnny Party and the Furious Funksters. Perfect name.
It's too much.
And we went and took, like, promo photos. I had a mohawk at the time. I had a big mohawk. We had Johnny Party, and the name was Johnny Party because Johnny Party was the chillest dude you'll ever meet. He would party, but he wasn't Johnny Party, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. And so one time he's like, they should call us Johnny Party and the Furious Funksters. Like, yeah, it's fine, let's do it. So we were that. And we did, like, Damn It by Blink-182. They wouldn't let me sing a lot of songs. Like, Mark, you can't hit any of these. So we did, we did Damn It. We did Nevermind. Say It Ain't So by Weezer. Like, kind of alt hits. But I couldn't hit most of the lines. So when the song...
That's insane. These are not great singers.
So then, like, no, I would hit it. But there's problems, like father, stepfather, your son. I would just stick the mic out to the crowd. Everyone knew the lines. So then
that's dope. That's what you're supposed to do.
And then what happened was we brought in more people than the main band because we were just a one-off. But we were just like drunk and having fun, and people loved us. And so we kind of stole some thunder from Ray Gun. So then we kept doing shows, and the shows kept filling up. And then we started, like, we did some sororities parties. Like, they would pay us like $300, 5 of us.
I was about to say, yeah, that's paper. Yeah.
And then we would just show up, do like some Santeria, and like we would like some Proclaimers and all that crap. And then I had my mohawk.
500 miles. You can sing that.
And yeah, exactly. And then I shaved my mohawk and started wearing like a bandana, and like wearing like West Coast Chopper shirts that didn't have any sleeves, and people didn't like that iteration of me. So then we disbanded.
Because you look like a reject from the Warriors.
Yeah, exactly. They liked the mohawk, and I would wear like the pearl snap Texas shirts, like the long sleeve ones. That was like my gimmick. And people love the gimmick.
The same reason why people love The Last Dragon is why people love you, man. You can't be anything but yourself. You are earnest and true. And you commit. You commit to the road, brother. You commit to the role.
I think that's what we did. We knew, so we called ourselves the 1:50 a.m. band.
Nice.
When the bars close at 2 a.m.,
Right.
You know,
Everyone's wasted, so it doesn't matter what you do. I've been there before.
Yeah, and so we would play. We would like put us on at 1:30. By then, everyone's just like, "Sweet Caroline."